Hello viewers, welcome to another video on this channel. Today I'd like to speak about the different types of learning disabilities in children or adults and the kind of support that people who suffer from these learning disabilities need. So what is a learning disability? Now here I'd like to quote the mentalhealth.org.uk website because I think their definition is very clear and easy to understand. And here it goes. Having a learning disability means that people find it harder to learn certain life skills. The problems experienced vary from person to person, but may include aspects such as learning new things, communication, managing money, reading, writing, or personal care. So often as teachers, we come across students who struggle with some skills, and our initial reaction to that is very negative. We think those students are not doing enough to help themselves. Well, the fact is they need support. It's not in their control. Not every child is going to struggle with the same skill. So we must design strategies as teachers to help them individually. Let's now look at the most common learning disabilities in children. Dyslexia. Dyslexia is the most common form of all learning disabilities. It is a language-based disability in which a person has trouble understanding words, sentences, or paragraphs. People with dyslexia often have problems with processing or understanding what they read or hear. Many dyslexic people are notably talented in arts and music, 3D visual perception, athletic and mechanical ability. Dyscalculia. Dyscalculia is a lifelong learning disability that affects the ability to grasp and solve math concepts. There are many different types of math disabilities, and these can affect people differently at different stages of a person's life. People with dyscalculia often have difficulty manipulating numbers in their head and remembering steps in formulas and equations. Just like dyslexia, people with dyscalculia can be taught to achieve success. Dysgraphia. Dysgraphia is a writing disability where people find it hard to form letters and write within a defined space. Many people with dysgraphia possess handwriting that is uneven and inconsistent. Many are able to write legibly but do so very slowly or very small. Typically, people with dysgraphia are unable to visualize letters and do not possess the ability to remember the motor patterns of letters, and writing requires a large amount of energy and time. Dyspraxia. Dyspraxia is a disorder that affects the development of motor skills. People with dyspraxia have trouble planning and executing fine motor tasks, which can range from waving goodbye to getting dressed. Dyspraxia is a lifelong disorder with no cure, but options are available for helping to improve a person's ability to function and be independent. Dyspraxia is not a learning disability, but it commonly coexists with other learning disabilities that can affect learning ability. ADHD, attention deficit or hyperactivity disorder. ADHD is a disorder that causes people to lose focus on tasks very easily. ADHD has two main types, with the third being a combination of the two. Hyperactive impulsive ADHD is distinguished by the person's excessive amount of activity. This may include constant fidgeting, non-stop talking, problems with doing quiet activities, trouble controlling their temper, and more. Inattentive ADHD causes people to not put the needed attention into a required task. People with inattentive ADHD may struggle with paying attention to instruction, daydream a lot, process information slowly, become bored easily, and be very poorly organized. ADHD is not a learning disability, but can cause people to struggle with learning and is commonly linked to other learning disabilities. As teachers, if you come across any student who shows signs of these learning disabilities, then you must report it to the student support department, if there is one at your school, or the leadership team. Follow the hierarchy. It is also very important to understand that students with learning disabilities are very sensitive about how people react or talk to them. They are in dire need of pastoral care. Let's show patience and empathy. And with the right support, they can do wonders. I hope this video helps in creating awareness about learning disabilities in children. Teachers have the power to shape futures. Let's make use of them. I will be following up on this topic with a podcast with two special educators uh, who will share their experience and insights. Till then, take care and goodbye.